Welcome to PA Timber Goose. Today we're going to talk about something that I've never seen on any other archery channels. Broadheads, do they have a ballistic coefficient like bullets for hunting rifles or target guns? Pretty much every broadhead out there has a different shape to it. I have a Rage, I have a Toxic, and I have a Levi Morgan Schwacker. We're going to take a look at all these, and you can let me know what kind of broadhead you use down in the comment section. And does it actually fly like a field point? Can you sight your bow or your crossbow in with your field point and then just screw the broadhead in and it will make a 1-inch MOA or less? Let's start with a Toxic broadhead. I was actually introduced to this broadhead when they first came out by a salesman that sold me a vehicle, and he said, "Hey, do you ever shoot toxic broadheads?" And I was like, "What's that?" He says, "It looks like a little clover leaf, and what it does is it cuts a big hole through the deer." So here's your Toxic broadhead. Let's see if we can get a close-up of this. Get the camera to focus on that. It actually does look like a clover leaf. Toxic broadhead actually has 6 blades on it, and it's supposed to have meatworm technology. 5 inches of cutting surface, more cutting surface than any broadhead with 7/8. 1-inch OD, massive chisel tip. Do they make a practice broadhead for the Toxic? Yes, they do. It is green plastic, and it does not fly anything like this broadhead. This broadhead flies very erratic, and you actually have to shoot this into your bail to get it to shoot right. And this does not actually fly like a field point. It kind of flies erratic. It goes all over the place. It's very hard to keep this broadhead shooting a tight group. Let me know if anybody out there actually shoots this and how it works for them. So that would be broadhead number 3. We're going to work backwards here. Rage crossbow, 2-blade, 100 green. I've never actually shot this at anything yet. I didn't have a chance to test it. This is still sitting in the package. But I've done a lot of research on this from other hunters. This is a love-hate relationship. Some hunters love this and some don't. Does this have a ballistic coefficient? Let's get a little closer to the camera here. Do these blades actually act as the wing as this is flying and it's spinning, it's rotating coming out of your crossbow? It could, but unfortunately I've never shot this, so I'm not sure. Expandable blades are usually 2 different kinds. They're usually a slap cut, where they penetrate and open up on the inside, but that'll be another video. That'll be the second video on this part. But as far as ballistic coefficients, the Rage broadhead should actually be better than the Toxic because it has less resistance. It has a slimmer profile when it's flying through the air like this. But I'm still going to guess that it doesn't shoot like a field point because of how much of the blades are sticking out of the broadhead. This does not shoot like a field point whatsoever, so that one's actually off the list. Leave me some comments down in the comment section if you shoot this broadhead and does it fly like a field point. Once these blades open up and you break the shock collar, I'm pretty sure that you're going to have a really hard time. See if I can get this to stay open. You're going to have a really hard time pulling that out of your bail. So one of these days we'll shoot this into my foam block. I just haven't got there yet. That's broadhead number 2. Broadhead number 1 is Levi Morgan Schwacker. 2-inch cut, 100 green. This is probably one of the best broadheads out there in my opinion. And again, that's just my opinion. For me, harvesting 10 animals with this and I only lost 1 because it was my fault. I put a bad shot on a buck or it jumped a string. I couldn't tell. Levi Morgan Schwacker broadhead, you can actually put the little bolt inside of the ferrule that locks the blades into place. You can use this as a practice head and it will not slice chunks of foam out of your block. So, does it fly like a field point? Yes, it does. It's very narrow in profile. It's very narrow in profile. It's very sleek. So yes, this is a very slim head, and it has a very high ballistic coefficient compared to the other 2 because it's so thin and there's hardly any wind resistance other than these 2 thin blades sticking out. Do archery broadheads have a ballistic coefficient? Sure it does. Just like the modern day hunting bullets that we have. They're very sleek and long. They have a long profile, which makes them more accurate. You don't lose any velocity with this one because it's so sleek and narrow. With the other two, you will lose a little bit of velocity, and as you reach out to a longer distance, these will slow down. They may open, they may not, but the more energy your broadhead can retain at a longer distance, the better chance you have of your mechanical blade opening all the way up and punching through your game all the way out the other side. Here we go. Let me know how you feel about ballistic coefficient and broadheads. Thanks for watching PA Timber Goose. As always, give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people see this video. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching PA Timber Goose.